Time now for our regular Friday look back into the CBC archives. This week it's 1984, and a piece about something that is just a part of life now for anyone with kids. But 32 years ago, buckling kids into a car seat was a controversial idea.
Doctors in BC have something to celebrate. They spent more than a year campaigning for a law to force adults to buckle up young children in car seats. The public was on their side, but the BC government wasn't until this week. Karen Webb reports.
The campaign made use of accidents like this one. It killed 2 people and injured 2 more. Only one person didn't spend even a single night in hospital, the baby. She'd been strapped into a backseat child restraint.
We both looked at one another and said, the baby.
Her parents joined the lobby to change the law.
To think of what would have happened to her had she not been where she was. We're both sure she would have been dead.
There would have been nothing left of her. If she'd been on my lap, she would have gone right through the windshield of the car.
This is one of the films safety councils use to try to convince parents to buckle up their babies. Their research shows that without seatbelts for any given accident, a child will always be hurt more than an adult. Their heavy heads compared to their bodies turn them into flying objects. British Columbia is the only province in Canada where children are free to stand and stare out the back window, but where parents must buckle up. It was a law passed at a time when the government thought mothers' laps were safer than car seats. But that was 8 years ago. A recent survey showed 4 of 5 British Columbians wanted the law changed. So did the province's doctors. They gathered 94,000 names on a petition and sent them to the Premier. It was a case of having seen too many tiny ruined bodies.
Totally unacceptable. When these youngsters can be saved, 90% of these children can be saved by being properly restrained. The vast majority of brain-damaged children, epilepsy, and cerebral palsy children in this province are caused by motor vehicle accidents.
Until the very end, the government's position was firm. It said British Columbians didn't need another law interfering with their private lives. And it said buckling small children up was the parents' responsibility, not the government's.
That we go ahead with child restraint compulsory legislation.
It was an abrupt about-face. It seemed everyone had turned on the government, even the members of its own party.
I've had people say to me, oh, well, it's so inconvenient to have to put them into the seat and buckle them in and put the harness on. But it would seem to me a great deal more inconvenient to have to bury them.
In you go, honey. Now the BC government says this will be mandatory by Christmas. Then it says it really will be up to the parents if they want to break the law.
All buckled in.
Karen Webb, CBC News, Vancouver.